Hey, so this has come up quite a bit this week, and it has come up for me before as well. I've needed coaching on this, so I thought whenever it comes up for a few people who would like to jump on and do something with that, because I know it's really going to help more people. So the thought that people have been sharing with me is something along the lines of kind of run out of people to speak to. I know I should be making some invitations, some offers to go and have a sales conversation to bring people into my world. Maybe you've got something going on like a masterclass or a webinar, or you've got something really valuable that you want to share because you know it's really like useful and people could use it. And you've kind of reached a limit and you're like, your brain is offering you, yeah, we've run out of people. That's your fill. And it's actually impossible. Like if you think about the hundreds and thousands and millions of people out in the world and the people in your country and the people in your region and the people in your town, it would be impossible. Our brain's got no idea how many hundreds of thousands of people are searching right now for help with the thing that you have created. And this is your job. If you're a business owner and you're responsible for selling and marketing, it is your job to think these thoughts on purpose and not let your brain take you off in like what I'd call a little bit of like a dead end thought, where you're like, right, that's it, run out of people, or we've not got enough time. They're what I call dead end thinking. It just gets you like stuck and you're like, well, now what? So we go and solve the wrong problem. We go and get more people and bring them to our audience. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but we're still not doing the thing that we need to do with the people we've got. So all we're doing is compounding it. So yes, I'm not against bringing more people and having more eyeballs on you for sure. But then if you're just going to leave them hanging and not make them any invitations or offers to get help and to see what you've got that they could use and get some relief and some support and maybe solve like a mini problem, they're going to stay stagnant. They're just going to stay hanging. So think it just doesn't feel good either. I don't know about you, but whenever I've like, oh right, that's it, I think I'm done. Like it just feels really shit, especially when you've got a really strong mission. You want to create more impact in your little sphere of the world, in your industry. It's just not a helpful thought for you to think. So I'm gonna walk through what's going on. Because the question underneath it that we never really stop to ask ourselves is what's actually making it feel like there's not enough opportunity out there for you. And usually it's because I've asked all the people I know. Oh yeah, there's people that like don't know me that well. I can't go and ask them. I'll have to warm them up. They have to know, like, and trust me. I'll have to like get them into my world for 6 weeks, 3 months, and then I can ask them. Um, it might be that you think that there's a lot of saturation out there. There's so many other coaches doing what I do. Yeah, it's not a great time of year. No one buys in summer. That's a classic. We're about to start hearing that. Do not buy into that. That is just rubbish. Now, yes, people are transient there and out, but if that was the case, if no one bought in summer, every single business would just shut down. They would just be like, yeah, we're closing, like Tesco's, everyone would be like, yeah, no one buys anything in summer. Stop it. So I really want you to just pack that one in like now. I'm just going to head that off of the pass. That's not a thing. You can, even if it is a little slower for you, you can still create a lot of impact, community, connection, value, usable value. And it's always about selling for now and selling for the future. So it's never going to be wasted effort. It's just going to make your autumn even more like. So the reframe I have for you is it's totally possible. There's more people out there than your brain could even comprehend. Right now, today, there are hundreds, maybe thousands of people out there with the exact problem you solve for, searching for help, asking people who do you know, typing things in Google, trying to solve it themselves in ways that you know that they're never going to be able to solve it. You know that your stuff works. You know it'd be really good. You know it'd create massive impact that will compound out for years and the rest of their life. It could be life changing, business changing for them. And that they're searching right now while you're watching this, while I'm speaking to you. You couldn't service them all if you tried. And you don't need to. You don't need hundreds and thousands. I see so many people going sending like hundreds and thousands of messages out. And I'm like, how many clients do you need a month? And they're usually like two, maybe three, five. Yeah. So if that's true, what's actually stopping you? You could make 10 really meaningful connections that are very intentional, very direct. So you're not making people work hard and try and understand and take a run up at it when we think they need more time to decide, they need more time to trust you, they need more time to know you. We do weird shit. And I know this because I've done it myself. When I look at why have I not hit the revenue goal that I planned, the simplicity of it. And whenever I've been coached, I've always been like, no, it's not that. It can't be that simple. The simplicity is you need to make more offers. You need to make more invitations for people to come into your world, experience what you've got, and show them the next step. And I always want to argue. I remember being coached on it, and I'm like, no, no, it's not that simple. It's got because if it was that simple, that means it's me. It means I'm getting in the way, and I didn't like that. But this is what's happening. It's so good that you recognize this quicker, so that you can stop getting in your own way. You can stop holding back all the goodness and stop offering it to more people. Start offering it to more people. Stop doing that and start offering it to more people. So it's not a numbers game. It's not like let's just pepper everyone. So it's not from that vantage point. I think the thinking that sits underneath this, and this is the stuff that feels awful, it feels really draining. This is what tires you out. And because you're tired, you think you're going to tire them out. Your audience, your new people. You're not. I promise you, you won't do that. But I'll irritate them. I don't know them well enough. They need time to trust me. The market's too crowded. Everybody's going to be sending them a message. They'll get pissed off, then I'll lose the opportunities. Your brain will hand you every reason to not do this except the real one, which is really there's just a bit of fear to put yourself out there and not get the response back that you want or that you're expecting. Because you'll have that expectation, you'll create it. I'll put all this out within a week, I'll have sales calls booked, it'll go like this. It might happen that way, it might take a bit longer. But we're scared to make the offers and hear nothing back. We're scared to make the offers and someone go, well, that's a bit much. That was definitely my thing. I've been told all my life, you're too much, be quiet, just stop being so giddy, stop being so excited, stop being so passionate, stop being so emotional, like stop. And so, of course, when I'm in my business, my brain has got a program where it's like, you can't be too much for people. And so I dull down and it makes me upset. I almost like feel like crying now. It makes me upset that for a long time I modified myself and held myself back just to please other people. I don't want you to do that. Please don't do that. So, this is the bit that I want you to hear. Just because your brain offers you the thought of that doesn't mean you have to take it up on its offer. You can think better thoughts on purpose. People need this. It'd be really helpful. If someone has the problem you solve for and they're trying to solve it, how amazing that you just turn up and you say, you know, I can actually help you with this if this is the thing that you're looking to solve for. You might not be, and that's fine too. It doesn't matter how long you've known them for, you can still say that to them. It doesn't matter if you've warmed them up for 6 weeks or 3 months, you can still say that. You can message them cold. Doesn't matter as long as the intention is pure from here. Don't go for volume. You don't have to do that. Just pick 10 people in your list. It can literally be 10 people in your LinkedIn messages. Go to your network, right? 10 people. Someone who has the problem you solve for is trying to solve for it. If you turn up and you can actually help them and you tell them, it doesn't matter about the rest of the shit. Okay, you might offend a few people. Some people might think it's a bit too direct. That's okay because the people who are not offended, they're your people and they won't be able to hear you if you don't make more intentional offers. And this is how simple it could sound. Hey, I've got this thing coming up. I've got a masterclass. I've got a webinar. I've got this workflow or framework or, this insight. It might really help you if you're struggling with any of this and describe some of the problems that people have. Just like one core thing that people are struggling with. For me, I know it's always like getting more people into my world and getting them to being paid customers faster. So anything I can give you to help you with that, this is where this video came from. Or if you want direct help with this, if this is something that you're actually working towards or you're looking to get help with this, I'd love to be the person that has that conversation. Here's how you book it. And that's it. That's the whole ask, totally for them. There's nothing pushy, there's nothing weird, there's nothing salesy about that. And just think, why is direct amazing? I mean, have you ever had these messages that come into your inbox and you can tell they're taking a run up it? You can tell it's sequenced. You can tell they're like, oh, we all breathe the same air. Or I think we went into the same like area locally, or we went to the same uni. You think, just ask me, just tell me what it is so I can see if this is on my radar or not. You might get pushback. Somebody might get a bit offended, but that's fine. Honestly, it's completely fine. The people who aren't offended are your people, and there's so many of them out there. So here's what I actually want you to do. This is like more of the practical bit. I don't want you to overthink this. This is, like I say, where it gets really tiring. First of all, start with who already knows and likes you that you haven't spoken to recently, like in the last month, about your offer. A proper conversation where you can be like, look, let's get our heads together. I want to explain what I actually do. So when you hear it in conversation, you know what you're spotting for. And I'll do the same with you, and we'll see if we can put our heads together and see how we can help get some conversations booked in or be collaborative or helpful to each other. Past clients, existing clients, who was a great client of yours? Who do they know in a similar position? I sent a voice note to all my one-to-one clients and I was like, you are my ideal client. They all are. So like, who else do you know? And someone was like, oh yeah, I've got someone. I just thought you were full. So like, I didn't, yeah, next time I speak to her, I'm gonna do an introduction to you. And she did, and we had a call and the person signed up. This is how it happens. But we're like, oh, I can't speak to them. They're already a client. What will they think? What will they think if I'm trying to, get more clients? That looks really greedy and pushy and salesy. So who do you already know that knows, likes, and trusts you that you haven't spoken to about this? And then maybe one of them can bring the people to you, even if it's not them directly, and then go out. But what we do is do that. We do that once. We don't do that enough. We don't go out to the other layers. And at the same time of doing that, widen it out. Take everything you have to offer and bring it to the people who don't know you yet with a direct offer of help and support if that's what they're looking for. There is nothing weird about that. There's nothing pushy. It's completely in service. The only limitation is caused by your thinking on it, and the tiredness and the overwhelming of it is because of your thinking on it. So you're responsible for a lot of things there. You're in control of so much stuff. And the process is simple: more invitations, more usable value, more offers to take the next step. It's our thinking on it that makes it feel like impossible and tiring and overwhelming. I run out of people, I don't know what to say, they'll get offended. I can't say that, it's too direct. I wouldn't like that. None of that's true. It's just what your brain hands you to it. So you don't have to actually do any of it. You don't have to put the effort in. You don't have to be disappointed or frustrated. You don't have to. For me, it was that like, God, what if someone says that's too much? Someone did. They were like, you can stop messaging me. I don't need this. Oh. And I felt the like, I don't know, like a shame or embarrassment for like a flicker. It was a nanosecond. And then we all just moved on with our lives. But the resistance and what I did to avoid that meant that so many more people just could not get access to me or the help that I've got. And now I've done that, more people get the impact and the help. I make more money in my business. That helps the clients. It's all just like a win-win. So you haven't run out of people. You're never ever going to run out of people. It's impossible. You've run out of invitations and your capacity and ability to make more to the people that are already in front of you. So that's it. So that's what I have for you. Now, if you're struggling with this, you can come in and there's a 3-day masterclass that I'm doing on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd of July. It's an hour a day. The last day, 23rd, is probably 90 minutes. And we're going to focus on that one goal is splitting it down into sections, looking at your beliefs, your thoughts, what are you offering, what do you think about that, your simple marketing plan and the pathway, which a lot of people are just missing the steps in that. When the steps are missing, you can't get people from knowing you to booking a call. We spend so much time on like book a call, book a call. And when these steps are missing, people get stuck and they can't move. You need to know what steps are missing. I'm going to show you that. And in the third day, we're going to look at really effective selling, like 3 major parts to a sales conversation and how you think and feel about selling. So essentially, those 3 days are going to answer the questions of like, how do I get more people to being paid clients faster? and you're going to have the answers to that. So that's happening. So there's a link in the comments for that. And then if you are in that space where you're like, I'm ready to start looking at getting help with that in mind of getting paid clients in quicker, and how do I get them to a call, and how do I convert them more, and how do I make that process easier and simpler so I can make the money that I really want to make and have the life and the business that I want. That's all possible too. And you can do that by choosing booking a call, and you can have a consultation call with me, and we'll go through where you are, where you want to be. What is that gap in the middle? What's the doing, thinking skills that you need to hone in so that that can be a reality? That is actually totally inevitable that that will happen when you work on that. And I'll be able to spot it in about 15 minutes. I know exactly what will be happening for you. So that's my offer for you. Go and have a think about what I've said today. Anything where you're struggling with this, discuss in the comments. Like, tell me what's coming up for you, and I will help you. And there's two really clean offers for you. Get the help at the end of July. And if you think, oh, I'm not going to wait till July, I need this now. Um, yeah, book a call and we'll figure out how I can help you. Okay, that's what I have for you. I'll see you all soon. Bye.